YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Amrin, and today I'm coming to you with a new video about Divi's tips. I'm going to show you quickly the 5 Divi tips that you can quickly use in your web design experience. And some of these tips have helped me. Some of these tips are like very common, but they still help. So without further ado, let's get right into it, and we're going to talk about Divi tips. Okay, so the first setting that we're going to change, or I'm going to show you how to change, is how you can move the Divi builder around when you're building websites. So let me show you. I got this page right here. I got all my pages. I'm just logged into my WordPress website, and I have this page. I had nothing on it. Let's quickly view it. It's an empty page, literally. So I'm gonna enable Divi builder on this page. So right now we're working on it. And it's giving me this option, build from scratch, pre-made layout. I'm gonna go start building scratch. Okay, let's put something here quickly. Great, right? So now that I have some stuff on there, now this is what I'm talking about, this setting right here, right? Sometimes the website has too many plugins and they're interfering with each other, and we're not able to make some changes to Divi. So this feature can come in really handy when you can move this whole Divi builder experience, especially on the visual builder. So you can move this into 6 places, 4 on the corner and 2 in the middle, top and bottom. And what I mean by that is you can move it here, you can move it here, here. You know, basically 6 places that you can move it to, right here. And it comes in really handy. And to give you a good example, I'm gonna move this here at the top, and now I can just click on it and go on with my design. If for whatever reason I was not able to save things or access the settings from the bottom, right? So that's the first tip. Now moving on to the second tip, which is that once someone loads the page, right? Once someone opens Divi for the first time ever, Divi will give them like a tour, Divi builder tour. You don't want your clients to go through the tour, or you don't want, maybe let's say you build a website for someone and you don't want them to know a Divi builder because they're paying you to build on Divi builder, right? So you want to disable that tour feature, right? So to do that, we're gonna go to our dashboard of the WordPress, and then we're gonna go to the Divi builder plugin settings, and we're gonna go, and like I said, this is again Divi builder. I am only using this video for Divi builder, not the Divi theme. And the builder can be individually installed on any website running any theme, right? So we're gonna go to plugin settings. And for this one, we're gonna go to advanced, and we're gonna disable the product tour. Disable this and save. So what that does is, if someone someone logs in for the first time to the website and they open Divi builder for the first time, they're not gonna give them the tour of how the Divi builder works, right? So the next option is going to be about the Divi role editor. I'm gonna tell you how you can use different roles for different people on WordPress. So for that, we're gonna go to our dashboard again. We're gonna go to Divi plugin settings, and we're gonna go to Divi role editor right here. And this can come in really handy because sometimes you have contributors and authors working on the website, and you don't want them to actually use Divi builder. I have had people give me work where they were actually working on it like a regular post, and they accidentally enabled Divi builder and they messed up their whole layout, right? So you want to disable, you want to save, and then like I said, this is a really time-saving feature, and that will save you headache from clients and other people working on the website. So you want to be very picky on this section every time you build a website for a client and to give the website to some other person. So be picky on this whole role editor. So the feature works like this. You go to Divi role editor, and then you see all these roles for if you have a custom role, it will show up here. But if you have admin, which most likely you are going to be admin of the website, and let's say you also give the admin login to the client, right? And you don't want them to use Divi builder. So what you do is you click on admin, and then you disable whatever. Let's say you don't want them to use the bar counters, blog feature, email opt-in, and just disable those. Most likely you probably don't want them to use any module. So just click on this button and it will disable all that, right? And every time you need something, you just come in. If you're gonna work on the website tomorrow, come in, enable that, and go on with it, right? So disable whatever you don't want them to do. So disable here. This feature is mostly handy, like I said again, it works for everything, admin, author, contributor, but mostly handy for authors, right? Like they don't need to use the Divi builder to change things. So come in here and like literally disable everything. Like they don't need the Divi builder unless they're writing their post on the Divi builder interface, then that's fine. But most likely it's not gonna be the case because they're gonna be using the default WordPress, post builder thing. So just come in and disable all that support center. Nobody needs the support center apart from you. Like all this, just disable, right? Just make their life easier and your life easier too. If they ever need that in the future, you can come in, log into your admin role and disable that. And don't forget to save the Divi roles, right? So you do that. And the next feature that's built upon that is actually, it's a really cool feature. What this feature does is if someone opens Divi, like I did earlier when I started this video, it gave me these three options. You want to build from scratch, clone a page. Let me show you what I mean. So we're gonna go to all pages, and I'm gonna create a new page, and I'm gonna load a Divi builder on this, and it's gonna give me the option, those three options, these default option right here, right? So boom, build from scratch, choose a pre-made layout, and clone existing page. I don't want to see that each time. To save, if I'm working as an admin on the website, I want to save time. My preference is always build from scratch. Your could be pre-made layout or whatever, right? And I don't want to see this extra second wasted on this thing. So I always change this setting to build from scratch. And to do that, you're gonna click on whatever right now, and then just put something here. Okay, now we're there. Now we're gonna go to this setting on the left hand side, these three dots right here, right? This is builder interface settings. So you can, there are other settings that I'm not gonna talk about, but the one that I'm interested for this video is this page creation flow, right? It says give me a choice, but I wanna just say build from scratch, and you can choose the one that you like. Build from scratch and save save settings, and it will just save that for the whole website, right? So it's not gonna give me that option. And there are more settings that I'm not going to talk about this video, but yeah, you can just quickly hover over these things and see what are those settings. I'm going to make a different video, which is going to be longer video on Divi tips, and it's going to talk about the Divi right click and the builder interface settings. So look out for that video. Is the next setting that we're going to talk about is the Divi right click. I'm not going to talk about the whole right click, but I'm very interested in just one setting in the right click, which is the modified styles. It comes in really handy if you're redesigning a website. Someone designed the website in Divi and you don't know which the setting, like where the setting for the color is, where the setting for the font is. There's a really neat handy feature that Divi has that you can just say, hey, show me modified style. So let me show you. So we're gonna go to all pages again, and I'm gonna build upon this page, which is no title page. I'm gonna edit this with Divi. And I'm gonna reload a layout on this, right? Actually, let me go to the other page because this one's not full width. So I wanna show you in full width. All pages. And it's this one right here, no title. I'm gonna click on this. Okay, I can see this is full width. So I'm gonna load a layout here. So let's plus, and I'm gonna load any layout. I'm just the first one I'm gonna see, I'm gonna load that. About, use this layout. Okay, so we have our layout loaded. So now it's loaded, now we can just hover over any of these sections, rows, or modules and look for the gear icon, or even just right click anywhere, wherever you see the option, and whatever you want to change the settings for, right click on that and look for view modified settings. This button right here, view modified styles, right? So let's see, let's say we want to change this gold color into some other color, right? And we want to see what kind of font they use, the previous builders who built this page. So we're gonna right click on this module and we're gonna look for view modified styles, and it's gonna show us all the modified styles on this module. We can see we have a font, what's the weight on the font, style, and the size, all these things we are able to see, right? And let's change the color first. So I'm gonna change this to, I don't know, white. right? And what else? Let's change the style on the numbers. So let's give it this star for right now. And as you can see, I'm able to change the styles very quickly, right? So this can save you so much time. And one good example I can give you right now is I'm gonna do this little advanced, but I'm gonna right click on this. I'm gonna change the color on this heart. So view modified styles. And then we're gonna go for this color. We're gonna make this blue. And then I can just right click on it, and which is another setting. And that setting is apply this whole styles to this whole, all the blurbs basically. So right now, let's see. Extend blurb styles, and we don't want to do it throughout this page. We only want to do it throughout this section. So then it's gonna make everything blue. So that can save you so much time quickly, as you can see. So basically, it's a right-click feature. It has so many other things which I cannot talk about in this video because that will be a long video. But I'll make a different video on the Divi right-click features. But for right now, the features that I shared, and that's really important one, is the view modified styles. So once again, thank you for watching this video. If you guys have any tips or any tips for me, how I can improve my videos, how I can bring you more content about anything WordPress, digital marketing related, please let me know. And do not forget to smash that like button. So thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next video.